Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat on the way in. So originally, this live was gonna be later, and originally it was gonna be about Aoki. Is it Lee Aoki Simmons, right? Russell Simmons' daughter, and her essentially saying, "Why do men talk?" We might have to push that video back for a little bit later. On this video though, yeah, Chrissy's at it again, explaining, right? I guess we'll call it femsplaining, right? They call it mansplaining, right? So I guess we'll call it femsplaining herself to her subscribers. Yeah, and a couple of brothers in there, talking they talk, but okay, okay. Let's go through it. Oh, and by the way, Paris covered this also, obviously, because it's just the talk of the town right now. Once again, we're speaking about um what's her face again? How did I already forget the girl name? Kiki Palmer. There we go. Right, Kiki Palmer and everybody, chiming in. So of course, Mr. Z is chiming in. Um, one more again. Okay, so let's go through this. Chrissy, this is what women wanted before we even start talking about black women. Chrissy keeps on harping on about traditional relationships. Black men are not traditional relationships. Chrissy, women, post second wave feminism, y'all torched the social contract. Women did that, Chrissy. Women did that. They torched the social contract. That's black women, Latina women, white women, certain South or East Asian women that were in the country at this time, torched the social contract. If you are now lamenting not finding traditional black men, then I suggest you date out, which by the way you've been doing, and clearly it ain't working over there neither. Chrissy, Paris, Yanni, white women, Latina women, Asian American women, all of you that's in America, men are not going to finance you to stick the middle finger up at us. That's never going to be a thing. It's never going to be a thing that men in general, the men that can afford it, are going to pay women to tell men how much y'all don't need us. That's not going to be a thing. Sorry. Your weird concepts of traditionalism be damned. Because it's not traditional you're looking for. You're looking for paymaster. You're looking for a person, an adult, that doesn't understand women, that doesn't understand the dating mating game, the marriage game, and that's high earning. And Chrissy now talking good character, air quotes, good character. It's not good character. You're looking for a naive lame with money. You're looking for a naive lame with money. A person that's 10 toes down and that's rock hard and that's a man's man right up until it comes time to dealing with you. Then he's a pushover. And Chrissy said the word again, insufferable. Chrissy, based off the marriage rate, who's the insufferable one? Black men or black women? Chrissy, you've been dating out for how long? Who's the insufferable one, Chrissy? Who's the insufferable one? The reason why I'm covering this is because the colorist queen again tried to make this a colorist conversation again. She had to concede the point that Kiki Palmer chose a man that she's more influential, powerful, and definitely has more money than. She had to concede that point. So now it's, well, even if Kiki wasn't looking for that type talk, now it's, well, okay, fine. What do black women have to choose from? Where are the traditional black men? You killed the contract, Chrissy. And maybe it wasn't you. Maybe you're too young. But our mother's generation, Chrissy, and definitely our grandmother's generation, torched the contract. Now women, that includes black women, gotta suffer the consequences. Dear Chrissy, you're dating out. How's that working for you? When you find a hordes of white men that are air quotes traditional, right? Outside of Christian fundamentalists, maybe some hard 10 toes down Jewish folks and Orthodox Jews and certain 10 toes down Muslims. Where are women finding all these traditional men? That is not where the West is right now. Across the West, that's Japan and in developed countries, Japan, South Korea, all across Western Europe, Canada, America. Name them. That's why we're encouraging y'all more and more to date out. So you could talk that crap on the way out the door, and we know a decade later you're probably still gonna be single. Because even if you come across the traditional man, you're not. That's if you come across that traditional man. What are you talking about, Chrissy? Right? So Chrissy speaks about, having a bunch of, you know, having intelligent men or people that I guess she sees as intelligent men responding to her, but yet she has to break it down to us like we're like these conversations are stupid, right? And she says, and one of my favorite things that she says is that it's pretty much like we're having a poverty conversation, and the women over here are kind of above that. Chrissy, the black community is largely poor and working class. The black community is largely poor and working class. And even when you go outside the black community, the median income in America is not even 40 grand for men and women combined. It's not even $40,000, Chrissy. What are you talking about? The median income for men is what? It's an even $50,000 for men in general. Not even just black men, men in general. Only 10% of Americans earn $100,000 a year or more. If you earn what, 75,000 dollars a year plus, you're in the top 20%. If you earn $70,000 a year as a family, that you're at literally at the median of household incomes. Chrissy, what are you talking about? Chrissy, what are you talking about? Fine, date out, and show me all of those traditional relationships. You mean the one like Lonnie Love got, right? Oops, yikes, oops. Like the one like Aisha Taylor had, right? Oop, oop, yikes, oops, yep, right? Like the one Chili has right now. Oops, yikes, oops, wait a minute, right? Mm-hmm. All that's traditional, right? Those are black women, varying shapes, different backgrounds. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's it. Like the one Tyra, oop, yikes, oh, oops. Or Holly Berry, oop, yikes, oops. Wait a minute, right? What are you talking about? Traditionalism, women in the West torched that decades ago. That was gone before you were even born, Chrissy. Before me and you were even born, that traditionalism was out the window. And women torched it. Women. Not just black women. I won't even put all of that on y'all. Largely, but I won't even put all of that on black women. Western women torched the contract, and now their daughters and granddaughters are over here looking for traditional men? Or are you really looking for traditional men? Or are you looking for 10 toes down, pushover, macho men? You're looking for blue pill men. Let's just call it blue pill men with stability at worst and wealth at best. Pushovers, right? And Big Kev said, "You gonna have a panel?" That was first. Thank you for the super sticker, Dardar. Thank you for the super sticker. And Big Kev said, "You're gonna have a panel." Um, when can I do a panel? Because today is going to be a crazy day. That's why I'm doing this so early. Um, let's shoot for Monday. Let's shoot for Monday, Big Kev. Let's shoot for Monday, and I'll try to do a panel before Raj gets on in the morning. Right. So let's shoot for Monday, because I know my Sunday is going to be crazy. Today is definitely going to be crazy later on in the day. So let's shoot for Monday. Let's shoot for Monday. Right. And once again, Dardar, thank you for the super sticker. And Big Kev, thank you for the super chat. Right. Gen- Gender Warlord said, yes, dear ass man. Exactly. 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 Right. And don't get it twisted. Mr. Z does a little bit of yes, dear with his lady who's proven herself, who's not an a-hole. Pretty kind woman, actually. That's why I'm with her. But she's light skinned, so Chrissy gonna call her mixed. Chrissy gonna call her the preference, right? It don't count because she's light skinned, so she ain't even a black woman no more, right? Look, Chrissy also says we've heard more slamming for how black women look than for black women being non-traditional. Now, when Chrissy was saying this, she tried to say it one way that she had to fix herself, but she was like, "Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, no, they are talking about us not. They've been talking about us not being traditional for a while. Okay, let me fix that. They're slamming us more about how we look than us being traditional. First of all, Chrissy, that's all your perspective. That's your colorism queen talking. That's your real issue is our skin tone, which, by the way, she did bring up multiple times. Of course she did. Of course she did. Y'all real issue is our skin tone. There's dark skinned black women. Y'all don't even like black women. Okay, let's pause right there. Let's pause right there. Chrissy, first of all, I will not grant you that black men don't like black women. Black men don't like black women's attitude. I would like to direct you to the stream that Kevin Samuels did speaking to black men about dating out, and how many of those brothers were like, yeah, no, I'm good. Brothers who didn't even really want to date interculturally. In other words, date black women who are not even American, let alone date non-black women. And what the hell are you talking about? Uh-oh. Now, if Kevin Samuel had a show where brothers could have went on and just straight lied in front, black men could have went on there and just straight lied in front, and they didn't. And as much as y'all black women like to pretend like Kevin Samuels was somebody daddy, black men were like, yeah, no, Kev, no, we want black women. So when you say black men don't even like black women, are you sure it's that black women don't even like black women? As in, y'all don't like what y'all see in the mirror because y'all wish y'all were white women? That's one thing no one can ever accuse black men of, is wanting to be white men. Actually, that's half y'all problem, is that we actually don't want to be white men. That's one thing everybody could say on the planet Earth. Black men don't look in the mirror and say, God damn, I wish my hair was a little bit straighter. I wish my nose was a little bit more aquiline. My features were a little bit wider. That's one thing at least straight black men don't say. Can we say the same about our sister and them? Oops. Uh-oh. You say black men don't even like black women. First, where are the numbers to show that? Where are the numbers to show that? Black men. Wait. Let's rewind. If black men don't like black women, based off the marriage numbers and the fact that black women have been here since, some black women at least have been here since 1619. Really, it's a little bit later. I'm not even going to get into it. Which men do like black women? If black men don't, then what men do? What men like black women more than black men do? Let's do that. Name them. Where are all the non-black men breaking down black women's door? I said this to Paris Milan some 4 years ago, and she didn't even have no answers. Christy, do you have answers? Where are all the non-black, and Paris is in California. She's what, in the Bay Area, if I'm not mistaken? Where are all of the non-black men breaking down black women's door? Okay, fine. Black men don't like black women. Black women need to date out and expand their options. Black men are not traditional. Where are all the traditional white, Latino, South, East Asian men, indigenous men, breaking Arab men, Persian men, breaking down black women's door to marry them? I didn't say just have bedroom fun with them. I didn't say play girlfriend in college until mom and dad find out and dead that relationship. No. I'm saying, and where are the men breaking down black women's door, telling their racist grandma, go shove it somewhere, and marrying black women? I'm asking you, where are the white dudes, the Latino dudes, the Asian dudes, threatening to beat up their racist uncle and their cousin for black women? Where are they? I'll wait. Where are they, Chrissy? Oh, and you said traditional. By the way, that means they paying all the bills. Hmm. That part too. We're not talking about the white dude who's gonna do that and then live off of you, right? Chrissy, 40% of American women earn more than their male counterparts. It's done. The traditional contract got burnt decades ago. It's been torched. Here go the ashes right here. It's done. 40% of women in America earn more than their male counterparts. It's 60-40 split in college enrollment right now. Within the decade, it's going to be 66-33 for women in general. It's done, Chrissy. You could thank your mothers and grandmothers for that. This is what the women, ladies, this is what you wanted. This is what you wanted. Chrissy says on her Patreon or some other channel or whatever, she's gonna start speaking about the struggles of dating, high earning men because they come with their own issues also. You mean them Negroes act and those Negroes, those white dudes, those Latino dudes, those Asian dudes, it's their word or nothing? Oops. I mean, if all of you women are chasing after them and they know it, guess what? If we end up together, yeah, I'm gonna treat you like you won the lottery. Because you did win the lottery and you better be grateful. Uh-oh. That's why good looking dudes, well off dudes act the way they act. Because of women like you, Chrissy, because y'all all chasing after them. It's more than arrogance. It's not just confidence. It's not just arrogance. It's more than arrogance. But once again, Chrissy, what are you talking about? Black men don't even like black women. So who the hell black men ended up with in majority? Y'all don't even like black women. Y'all don't even like dark-skinned black women. Who the hell are black men ending up with in majority? First of all, the majority of the black community does not pass the brown paper bag test. So why are black men having sex with these black women that don't even pass the brown paper bag test if they don't like black women? Oops. Why are they marrying these women? Yikes. Chrissy, even you in a previous video said it's easy to get black men. Then you tried to fix it by saying black men are insufferable after the fact. But you said what you said in the beginning, initially, right? Chrissy, it is the attitude and the demeanor. It is the attitude and the demeanor, Chrissy. Even white men that write books about black women and black women's attitudes say the same thing. The Australian dude said, "Yeah, I find black women are among the most attractive women to me, but I just can't deal with American and Americanized black women because of their attitude." Uh-oh. Chrissy talking about brothers in Africa when she see them going. First of all, brothers from America going overseas and doing their passport bro thing. They not going to darker places, and when they do, they're going to Africa and they're not with darker women. Are you serious? Have you ever heard of Dr. Ron O'Neill? Goddamn. Have you ever heard of my brother Lazulu? Goddamn. Wait a minute. We having whole debates about who looked better, Kelly Rowland or Beyonce, in the black manosphere. What are you talking about? But let me get this right. Brothers was crossing fingers and knocking on wood, hoping Lupita would end up with a black man, which she is. But yet we don't chase after dark-skinned black women when we go to Africa. So wait, if we were looking for light-skinned black women, why didn't we go to Britain where there's a bunch of mixed black women? Why don't we just go north of the border to Canada where there's a bunch of mixed black women? If we're looking for light skin, why don't we just go to the Caribbean? Uh-oh. What are you talking about, Chrissy? What are you talking about? So we're going to sub-Saharan Africa, and we picking light-skinned black women out of all the dark-skinned black women. We chasing after light-skinned black women. So we go to Africa to deal with light-skinned black women instead of dealing with light-skinned black women in America? What are you talking about? Out of all the places to find lighter skinned black women, we're not going to Brazil, we're not going to Dominican Republic, we're not going to Puerto Rico, we going to Africa to go find us some light skinned black women? What are you talking? Wait, what? We're not going to Jamaica where there's a bunch of mixed black and Asian black women, mixed black and Indian black women. No, we going to Africa. And sub-Saharan Africa at that. We ain't even trying to snatch us any Arab women and hurry up and get on a plane and bring her over here. No, we're going to Nigeria and Chad and South Africa and Angola and Kenya and Rwanda. That's where we're going. Huh. Zimbabwe. That's where we're going. Huh. Look at that. What are you talking about? So Chrissy's not being chose because of her demeanor, her weight, maybe how she looks. We don't know how she looks. And so she's just extrapolating from that black men ain't messing with dark skinned black women at all. Now, in the black manosphere, we have dark skinned brothers that only want to talk about dark skinned black women. We got light skinned brothers that only want to talk about dark skinned black women. We got caramel and bright brown brothers that only want to talk about dark skinned women. But somehow Chrissy talking about black men is not. We going to Africa out of all places to go find us some light skinned black women. Mr. Z's with a light skinned black woman, and he's not even exclusive to light skinned black women. What are you talking about, Chrissy? Have you ever thought, Chrissy, it might be your attitude? Have you ever considered it? Maybe? No? No? Okay, okay, okay. Maybe your weight? I'm just guessing. We don't know how you look. No? Okay, okay. Maybe it's your effed up worldview? No? No? Not at all? Okay. No. Couldn't be that, right? Couldn't be that. Nope. Right. And Chrissy does concede some of the points that the Kiki Palmer relationship is one of these weird, modern relationships. She concedes the point. She concedes it. I'll give her that. Yes, she did. And you're going to see more of this, Chrissy, because women want this. And so it doesn't matter how much you cringe, Chrissy. It doesn't matter how much regular, everyday black women cringe. Chrissy wanna throw up ASAP Rocky and Rihanna's relationship, and ASAP Rocky said he wanted to be a bad B, and so look, he could have been with a woman, similarly. She didn't say similarly situated, but similarly situated financially. He wanted to be kept. And yes, Chrissy, you had it right. Yes, you did. Those women want the power in the relationship, so they get what they get. Rihanna could have been with the Arab dude. She thought he was boring. And let's be very clear, if she would have ended up with that Arab dude, she wouldn't have no say so. And you know it. You know it. I know it. Right? You know it. I know it. Janet did that for 5 years. The second she could dip, she was out. The smoke's still behind her car right now. The tire smoke's still behind her car. The second she could dip, she was gone. I said car. Sorry, plane. Whatever contract they had, skirt gone. Chrissy, this is less about black women not wanting traditional relationships. First of all, we got to ask which traditional, because throughout human history, it's been wavering. It's really black women and just modern women, 21st century women wanting power. They just want power on a man's dime. And men are not signing up. Y'all could go swirl and divest all y'all want. White men ain't signing up for that. They're signing up for it less than black men are. Watch. Latino men and all that machismo, you think Latino men are going to sign up for that? Nope. Watch. Keep telling your keep telling your sister and them to go swirl and divest and see how that work out for them. And majority, they're not gonna get the ring. Most of them ain't even gonna get an oops baby. Have fun. And Chrissy, I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. I'm stating the obvious. You already know it. Women, black women, just don't like the way it look when ish hits the fan with their lopsided power dynamic relationships. Even Sagar over here tapping his fingers, Sagar from Breaking Point's South Asian cat, tapping his fingers like, ooh, this is gonna be juicy. Because everybody know the train wreck of pushing women to be more and more educated, to earn more and more, and then leaving the men to fend for themselves. And the fact that women are still gonna be looking to date up and marry up. It doesn't, we're not talking about who they have sex with. What, you think it's only a black problem, Chrissy? It's even a majority white problem now. God damn. Right? This is what it looked like. Dear ladies, this is what it looks like. Welcome to the 21st century. Y'all gonna have a conversation with your mothers and grandmothers about them torching the contract between men and women? No. You gonna lobby the government to put men in a better position? No. Y'all over here laughing. Y'all, whichever one of y'all are reading Richard Reeve's book, you're laughing and snickering. You think it's cute and funny. Shout out to Kim Foster. This is what y'all wanted, ladies. Y'all got it. ABC, you just love torturing yourself, don't you? Apparently, right? This is what it looked like. You torch traditionalism, Chrissy. Not you per se, you're too young, but you with it too. You're with it too, Chrissy. There was a brother that got onto Chrissy's channel named DJ Cadillac, and Chrissy told him, DJ Cadillac, if you want black women to choose better, they're probably going to choose not what non-black men, the collective of them. Chrissy didn't choose out then. How's that working for you? Yikes. If what you're saying, Chrissy, is that if we're telling black women to choose better, a good chunk of them, majority of them, let's be clear what you really mean. The vast majority of them are going to choose non-black men, then do it. Uh-oh. Prove it, Chrissy. Have fun with that. Chrissy, you forgot what country you live in. Hey, I saw them comments in your live comments. Oh, y'all can't hide behind white supremacy. Black men, prove it. Black women are so incensed with black men. Y'all trying to play down anti-blackness in this country? Prove it. Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. I could tell you how this gonna look. Y'all gonna choose a bunch of non-black dudes if y'all choose better? Prove it. And I'm not talking about oops babies and having sex. I'm talking about wedding rings. Oh, and by the way, because you said traditional, that means your family pays for that damn wedding. And then on the other side of your family paying for all of the wedding with the non-black guy, because you said traditional, that means he take care of all of the bills, all of them. Your car note, his car note, whatever rent or mortgage y'all dealing with, everything. You said traditional, Chrissy. You need to prove it, and all your subscribers need to prove it. Prove it. Show me the marriage certificates with the Latino guys. Show me that wedding cost that your family fronted, and then show me him paying all of the bills at that home. I mean, all of them. All the utilities, the rent, the mortgage, the car notes, everything. Prove it. All right? And no placeholder says, dear black women, your malfunctions are not mine to resolve. Here's the thing, they don't really think they got malfunctions. The best of them, if they concede they might have a malfunction, they'll blame it on you as a black man, because if you were perfect, they would be perfect. Yeah, that's it. If nothing was wrong with you, then nothing would be wrong with them. There's only something wrong with them because there's something wrong with you, black man. Right? This is that Dr. Umar Johnson logic. Right? Prove it, Chrissy. These omnipotent, omniscient, non-black men, prove it. If black women were to choose better, they would choose non-black men. Prove it. Excuse me. If black women were to choose better, they would choose non-black men. Prove it. And remember, in context of traditionalism, of being traditional, that means he got to pay everything. I'm not talking about no white dude half paying the bills. I'm not talking about no crusty white dude sleeping on your couch, right? I guess being the white version of a Pookie, and giving you 2-3 white or mixed babies. No. Prove what you're saying, Chrissy. Because this is the constant argument, right? Stop telling black women to choose better, because if they do, they're going to choose non-black men. Are you sure about that? First of all, fine, they choose non-black men. Are they going to get chose back? Ooh, what did that Business Insider article say? Yikes. Chrissy, you remember the part that you didn't read to your subscribers? What did it say on the Business Insider article, Chrissy? What did the dating divide say about white people ignoring the advances of people of color? What did it say, Chrissy? Uh-oh. Fine, you chose up on the non-black dude. You chose up on the white dude specifically. Did he choose you back, black women? Let's get down in the nitty gritty of it. Chrissy, you've been dating out for more than a decade. How that's working for you? Right now, exclusively, you're dating non-black men, per your words. Per your own words, Chrissy. How's that working for you? You just admitted one of them dudes was an alcoholic. So are you saying that white men are even struggling to deal with white supremacy? Yikes. Ooh, goddamn. How is this supposed to work? And and remember, Chrissy is speaking about being traditional while saying that she's either polygynous or polyamorous. Wait a minute, what? Huh? And she wants to make a couple of videos speaking about the pitfalls of dating high earning men because they come with their problems too. Of course they do. All right. Of course they do. Chrissy says, and this is the biggest lie on the planet, Chrissy says she doesn't care who black men choose. Wait a minute, pause. Listen, lady, your entire channel is about that. Your entire channel is about that. Look, Chrissy, if you are talking about black men stop pretending, Chrissy, you really want to talk about who's pretending and who's fronting here? You don't care at this point who black men choose. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to have a moment of silence. The lying is so thick, it's ridiculous. Not Chrissy telling y'all she don't care who black men choose, while she fills her subscribers up with rage porn content, colorist rage porn content, even conversations that don't have nothing to do with colorism. She finds some way to shoehorn colorism into the conversation. This is a light-skinned mixed black man with Keke Palmer, and they going through it because she don't want traditional relationships. She doesn't want traditional relationships. She doesn't want the power dynamic where the man has the last say so. And somehow, magically, this is on black men and their colorism. And you don't care who black men choose, but somehow you shoehorned in black men and dark-skinned black women conversation when that ain't Keke Palmer's situation right now. Keke Palmer's situation is that she is who she is. Blah 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 blah. That's Keke Palmer. Let's be clear, we all can see it. You don't even got to be around her too. You don't even have to watch any of her interviews too much. You could tell, oh, that's oh damn, Keke Palmer is truly a young millennial Gen Z woman. She truly is. That's her issue. That's why the dudes, even the white dudes in Hollywood, aren't choosing up on her. You forgot she dated the white dude? We all saw the picture of her smooching on the white dude a couple years ago. Y'all forgot that? What happened to that? Oops. Chrissy, if you want to have a genuine conversation, then you're going to have a genuine conversation. Even if we wanted traditional relationships, not enough of you are traditional. First of all, where are you going to find all these traditional men? Y'all torched the contract. Would you think you're going to date out and find a whole bunch of traditional white dudes? Where? You're going to find a whole bunch of traditional Latino dudes, huh? You mean the ones that have a birth out of wedlock of over 50%? Oops. white dudes who's raising white women, birth out of wedlock rate. Yikes. Fastest growing birth out of wedlock rate when you not factor in specifically race are women over the age of what? 30, 35, 40, something like that. That includes white women and Latina women. Who's putting them in that position, Chrissy? White men and Latino men. Well, damn. Oh, and the white capitalists you swear by that part too. And no placeholder says, and thank you for the super chat, bro. And he says, laugh now. The men are still asleep. It's coming. They don't see it. They don't see it. Right? Plus, the Chrissies think that whatever black men do, it don't matter because she'll just raise an army of swirlers who's just gonna find better pastures in Whiteville or something, Latinoville or something like that. I didn't even mention the Asians; it's not a thing, right? Chrissy's just talking. Chrissy says black men think having the bare minimum overrides bad character. Because you remember, she's making the character argument now. Having a car, having this, having that. It's the bare minimum, Chrissy. Look at the median income for men in America again. I didn't say average, I said median. Median household income is like 70 grand, Chrissy. Guess what? Black man earning 65, he's killing the game. Black man earning 50, he's killing the game. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that. By the way, sorry, medium man. I disagree. 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. Yeah. What bare minimum are you talking about? Bare minimum. Half this country is broke, Chrissy. Let's do the numbers. 331 million Americans, half of them work. Only half. Out of that half, about half is paid into what? Taxes in this country, federal taxes or something like that. What are you talking about, Chrissy? Bare minimum. Who's really providing bare minimum? What are you talking about? This bare minimum mediocre talk that women are coming up with more and more now, black women specifically, what are they talking about? Oh, that's mediocre. You can't even do this for yourself. You got the unmitigated gall, and I'm not talking about Chrissy in specific, but her subscribers and their ilk. Talking about bare minimum and mediocre. Shit, you drive like a 20-year-old Toyota Corolla. You still living at home with your parents, or you living with your grandparents, or you got a roommate, and you talking about bare minimum and mediocre? You wouldn't know a five-star hotel if it slapped you in the face. You don't know what it's like to turn the steering wheel on a luxury car. What are you talking about? Bare minimum and mediocre. Half of y'all don't even go outside of your county. You're talking about bare minimum and mediocre. What's the median income for black women? I forgot. Traditionalism. So it's all on the men and his money. You're right. You're right. But y'all are single as hell though. Goddamn. Well, that part. Oh, and you gotta show me in the past 500-600 years maybe. That includes in Europe, you know, the women that you worship, the white women. where the women did absolutely nothing in majority, and the men went out and slaved all day. Go ahead, show me where. East Asia, yikes, nope. Europe, yikes, nope. Maybe the indigenous folks before the Europeans got here, yikes, nope. The Africans, yikes, nope. Thousands of tribes. Show me where the women were just braiding hair and just chilling out, and the men were going out and slaving, and that's what the way it went. The women were just kept women. Outside of, it's always been the top 10 or so percent of any society. Depending on where you are, maybe 20. But it's usually the top 5, 10%. Outside of that, show me all of these places where the women are just kept women. First of all, we don't even have an economy for that, Chrissy. Remember, I said women torched the social contract. They torched it. I would like to direct you to Dr. Green Gorilla's video speaking about capitalism and feminism. Y'all torched the social contract. The capitalists came in and made quick work of women, put y'all in the workforce, got y'all slaving. Now y'all over here yelling for your lives. But the economy has already rearranged. Do y'all even know what most white women are living? Like I keep on saying, they live in Roseanne's life. They're not living the Real Housewives of Orange County. Most white women and the Latina women, no, you know, our preference, the exoticals, they're not living no extravagant life. What are you talking about? What video I just watched on was it on who sent it to me? It was either on YouTube or it was on Instagram of the white guy proposing that a man marry him. No, he's not on no gay stuff, but y'all already know where he going. Hey, I make some money, you make some money. You could bring a chick through, I could bring a chick through. I'll buy a boat. If you don't got one, I'll give you one of my bikes. I'll clean up if you do this, right? I'll weed eat if you mow, you weed eat if I mow. If you don't want to clean up and I don't want to clean up, fine. We could bring a girl in here to clean up for us, a woman in here to clean up for us. We could pay her to be topless while she do it. So in other words, white men are having these issues too, Chrissy. Oh goddamn. White men are having the same issues white women that black men are having with black women. Well, and there you go. Chrissy, you know there's a white manosphere, right? You know there's a white manosphere, Chrissy. Why do you think there's a white manosphere, Chrissy? Huh? Huh? Ladies, you torched the social contract. And what you want will never be. It. I don't look. I am so super confident in this. Mr. Z, be careful on when he says stuff like this. But listen, there. Listen, oh boy, there will never be a time where men pay for women to tell men that they don't need us, barely want us. That will never be a thing. That will never be a thing for men. I'm not talking about the elite men paying women to do that to regular men because that's what they're doing right now. I'm saying men in majority. outside of the government making us pay taxes, it will never be a thing where the masses of men pay women to stick the middle finger at the masses of men. That just won't be a thing, Chrissy. And much of the argument that women in the 21st century are making, black, white, Latina women, is a very classist, elitist, I need you elite men to pay for me to look down on other men and women type talk. And unfortunately for y'all, there's not enough of those men to go around. That's why you're throwing fit. Chrissy, you think there's enough of those men to go around outside the black community. No, there's not. And have fun fighting white and Latina women for, I notice I didn't even say the Asians, it's not a thing. For those men. Have fun fighting white and Latina women for their top 10 men. Top 10% men. Have fun with that. It ain't working now. I would like to once again direct you to the Business Insider article. Right? Dear ladies, this is what it is. This is the 21st century. You torch the social contract. Y'all could try to hopscotch all y'all want. Y'all could try to be like Khadijah, try to advocate for women to be with bisexual men, or open up their options to women. Y'all could try all that. Y'all could try everything. Y'all could try to be like Chrissy and tell women to open up their options to non-black men. You could try to be celibate like Real Talk with Yanni. All of y'all could try to huddle up on the Nigerian brothers with some money and some status like Paris. Y'all could try all of that. It's going to fail because you torched the social contract. All your little schemes will fail in majority because you torch the social contract. Or for the women my age, our grandmothers torched the social contract. Our mothers thought it was funny, and as y'all came of age, y'all thought it was funny, and now y'all trying to settle down with a man, and it ain't working. And y'all trying to all type of schemes. White men, Latino men, gullible black men, young black men, old desperate black men. Y'all trying all type of schemes. White men that already married and had their children, so now they okay with spending a couple of dollars on some young cute black chick. Y'all trying all type of schemes. Latino men that are married that are okay with cheating on their Latina wife with the black chick and do drugs off of her. Yeah, that was a thing. One of the Marlins Miami Marlins coaches was doing that years ago. Married cheating on his wife with the black chick down here in South Florida. Right? Y'all gonna try all type of schemes, and it's gonna fail for the majority of you because you torched the social contract, and you try to hodgepodge something together that's never gonna work. Dear Yanni, it's never gonna work. Chrissy, it's never gonna work. Not for the majority of black women, not for the majority of women in the West. It's never going to work. That you give men your ass to kiss and they pay you to do it. Are we in a strip club? That men fund you to be an a-hole. It's a Saturday. I'm just about an hour in. I'm gonna use profanity. I'm sorry. It's not just a black man thing. Men are not going to pay for women to give them their ass to kiss and for women to be assholes, mean, catty, condescending, snarky assholes. Sorry, Dr. Umar Johnson. Sorry, FD Signifier. We ain't going. It's not going to be. Chrissy, it's never going to be a thing, Chrissy.
Yet you want to call it compromise. That is not compromising. It ain't compromising for me to be your paymaster and you be a snarky asshole to me, the kids, other people outside, everybody. That's not a thing. It's never going to be a thing. Sorry, ladies. Dear Black, Latina, Asian women, all women in the Western world, developed world. It's not a thing. Sorry. What in the entire hell are these people talking about? That's why y'all all chasing after elite men so they could buy your way out of your attitude. It's not a thing. Stop. Why can't, excuse my language, why can't I be a bitch but a man pay for me to be a bitch? What? Why can't I be an asshole and a man pay for me to be an asshole? Men get to do it too. That's always the argument. It's always the argument. Because elite men get to be assholes because they're rich, and even them, they can only do it in certain parameters. Because elite men get to move about like this sometimes. Women are like, well, I want to do it too, and I want a man to fund me to do it. No. So y'all just go ahead and be single. Sorry, Chrissy. You and Yanni both saying the same things. If I can't have the baller dude, I'd rather be single. Well, there you go. And now Paris got her little baller ass Nigerian cat. Now y'all really like, shit, I ain't gonna be the one to not show up with a baller ass dude. Then be single. Or wait for the old crusty pot belly white dude to save you. Have fun with that. Chrissy, let me tell you, son. While the white dude piping, you're gonna be dreaming of about black men. God damn, Mr. Z. Right? What are y'all talking about over there, Chrissy? Right? And Azrael said, buy your way out of their attitude. Essentially, that's the bargain that modern women are offering men, black men. I'm gonna be an asshole unless you throw so much money. You have to come with such a bag. You have to be so well off. I don't know what to do with myself. And I gotta submit to this insanely huge wallet until I scheme or figure out a way to get the money and not have you. Because that's the play right now, right? Who said? I mean, Jason covered it the other day. I'm gonna leave him and get a better him. Was it Cardi B? Yeah, that's it. Hmm. Yeah, that's it. It was Cardi B. This society has blown. Chrissy, you want to talk about arrogant? This society has blown so much smoke up women's asses over the past few decades. They don't know what to do. They are literally driving women insane. I put the video out, and shout out to the Roger Report. He titled like Psycho Crack. All these TV shows, all of these movies, the music just blowing smoke. They're insane. Like borderline straight jacket insane. They don't think age is ever gonna affect them. They don't think weight is ever gonna affect them. They're all super bad. We're all tens. We're all 9 and 10s. They look. I'm not saying that some of the women aren't fronting and they know better. Of course, of course. But you gotta know that many women, black, white, Latina, really believe it. Look at how they treated Ostefco when she first came out. Some of them gravitated to her, but many of them were like, no, wait a minute, no. But Ostefco hit them with the real look. I was at the bar and I saw what happened when I walked in, and I saw what happened when my cute ass friend walked in. It was not the same. And many of them know they could relate to that. They know. But you're not supposed to say it. Because we're not supposed to acknowledge that men have things that they like and have things that they don't like. Not just black men. Oh, Steph Cole, another one that date out. All these dating out ass women, and more than half of them don't got no ring to show to you. I'm not talking about whatever sexcapade they've been on. Where's the ring? Now you chastising black men about not being traditional. Where's your damn wedding ring? Chrissy's over the age of 30. Where's the wedding ring, Chrissy? You've been dating out for a long time. You told us you're exclusively not dating black men. Now you're talking about traditionalism. Where's the wedding ring? Where's the white Latino husband? I didn't say Asian. It's not a thing. And by the way, one that's going to pay everything. You know what? Who said traditional? Right? Bare minimum. Bare minimum, she says. And Linyora, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you very much. Right? So somebody got to tell me what these women are talking about. What is Chrissy talking about? Kiki Palmer chose this dude. He chose her. She's out there, right? Wearing something revealing to the Usher show. Okay, cool. Neither one of them are really doing a traditional thing. Okay, cool. You try to shoehorn the light skinned mixed brother into blackness. What did you say the other video? He's socially black, he's culturally black. Hey, any chance to throw a black man under the bus, they'll take it. And I'm not even gonna say the brother's not black. But when you start using terms like socially and culturally black, I can't remember which one she said. That lets you know something, right? Where are all the wedding rings from these traditional white dudes and Latino dudes for black women? Where are they? Once again, birth out of wedlock in the Latino community is over 50%. But yeah, they marrying black women, right? Okay, yeah, that's it. At over 50%, the Latino dude not marrying the Latina that he got pregnant, but somehow magically he's gonna marry the black woman. Okay, yeah, that's it. Right? Yeah, that's it. So is Chrissy just talking again? Right? She says she doesn't care who black men choose. Clearly, clearly not. She speaks about this man not being traditional, but none of this is. None of it. Chrissy, women torch the social contract. That's something that women are going to have to come to terms with. Y'all torch the social contract. Y'all don't really have any, you know, Yanni speaks about incentive. What's the incentive? Yanni, flip that. What's the incentive for men? Oh, you get to live longer. Something about domesticated dogs and cats. They get to live long too, but they don't look too happy half the time. What are the incentives for men, Yanni? Home cooked meal? Pfft, nope. Steady sex? Pfft, nope. Kind, nice, supportive wife and woman? Pfft, nope. We don't even know if we're gonna get a clean house. What is the incentive for men? For 21st century men? Clearly, y'all are not even offering the white man too much because he ain't putting no ring on it like that. And y'all talk about this like we still don't live in a white racist society, you know? That part too. Sorry to burst your bubble. Once again, I would like to direct you to the Business Insider article. Oh, and the dating divide. Oh, and Dataclysm from Christian Rudder. I don't know why we keep on forgetting that. That was the OG book before the dating divide. All this talk, black women talking about you know what did she tell DJ Cadillac? If you want black women to choose better, they are probably not going to choose black men. The collective of them. Yeah. Are you sure about that? You sure? Is that your final answer? Right? Are you sure about that? Fine. You're gonna choose the non-black man. Is he gonna choose you back? Uh-oh. In this country. Okay, fine. In Europe. Oop, goddamn. Uh-oh. Latin. Oop, shit. Even worse in Latin America. Don't even try it. In East Asia. Ooh, goddamn. I'm not even gonna mention the Middle East and South Asia. I'm not. What? Not even a thing. If you think you got it bad in Latin America, the Middle East, yeah, that's it. Right? Right? And Detroit says, and thank you for the super chat. Detroit says, Irene Yvette is another swirler. She broke up with her white husband and then went back to black men. Also, she has a YouTube channel spreading hate on black men. Bruh. So at this point, they're just making money. Yeah, they talking crap. Yeah, they mean what they say for some of them, but they're also just making money, right? So they know their subscribers just want the hate black men content, the black men ain't ish content, and so they're just gonna provide that to them nonstop, even when they end up with a black woman. Excuse me. Huh. Well, actually, was that a Freudian slip? Yeah, yeah. Even when they end up with a black woman or a black man, let's do that. I would like to direct you to Crystal and Kerosene. They're getting kicked off of Mount Olympus after a certain amount of time, and they're just gonna talk crap about black men because other black women want to hear it. They get their little heart broken. They feel rejected. They feel unattractive to certain black men. They go through it once or twice because you know that's what happens when you're an adult and you try to make it work with another thinking, feeling, breathing adult. So they throw a fit, and now black men ain't this, and now they gotta listen to Chrissy and Yanni. And as you said, Irene Yvette. And those people are waiting for them. Those people, thank you for all of your support and all of your money. And I'm gonna give you all this. I'm gonna give you so much rage porn, rage filled content. I'm gonna give you all of the ones you can have, all of it. And Chrissy yourself, this is why I'm not making YouTube videos like that, because this is such a stupid conversation. Chrissy, you say black men don't like black women, but yet black men still marry black women in majority. The ones that do marry black women in the vast majority. Still have children with black women in vast majority. Still help. Byron Allen isn't even married to a black woman. He's still looking out for black women. Ebony K. Williams was talking crap about black men on Byron Allen's station. Whether it's FD Signifier, Dr. Umar Johnson, Lil Bill, name the black man standing up for black women. And you talking about black men don't even like black women. What are you talking about? Brothers that's not even married to black women are standing up for black women, doing for black women, supporting black women. Black men that are married to black women are supporting black women, doing for black women. What are you talking about? Black men don't like black women. What? Who does more for black women than black men? Do black women even do more for? Oh God, oh wait a minute, Mr. Z, you going there? Oh yeah. Do elite black women do anything for black women except so get them to surround around the black men ain't ish talk? What do black elite women even do for black women? God damn. What, a couple of scholarships? A couple of scholarships to some nice schools. Okay. What else did they do? Uh-oh. Look, I know I'm elite. I know I'm your class enemy, but we both agree that black men ain't ish, right? Uh-oh. We both agree that black men ain't ish. That's what we can coalesce around. And I'm gonna look up more of Irene Yvette content. Thank you, Detroit. But yeah, look, man, look, like I said, they're not saying any. What are they doing? Who does more for black women than black men? All that talk, and Goldman Sachs gave $10 billion. Yeah, it's gonna be some connections. Yeah, they're gonna get. They're essentially gonna be the handmaiden for white racist society. White racist society is gonna use them as the look. We ain't racist. Look, we did for black women. Look, we're not racist. We're not sexist. And even $10 billion, 10 billion, one of the largest banks on the planet, $10 billion, and that's mainly because they're under investigation by the federal government. Uh-oh. And so they're trying to use black women as some type of morality tool, as some type of PR tool. Look, we can't be that bad. Look, we over here donating to black women for no reason, because out of the kindness of our hearts. Who's really doing for black women outside of black men? Who? And that goes from everybody from the dope boy and the scammer looking out for his baby mama and his mother and his aunts. Let's be very clear. Y'all know half the time the name be under who. He don't be putting stuff under his brother name, his father name, and his mother, his sister, his aunt, them name. Everybody know it. Everybody in the hood know it. And let's be very clear. Those women are not letting him do that on their name for free. So everybody from the street dudes to the Square brothers. Who's doing more for black women than black men? Because the white dude is giving you the same orgasm the black dude is giving you, right? Stop. Y'all could try to make all y'all are is a big penis. Yeah. Because once again, so the white dude is giving you the same type of orgasm the black dude is giving you, right? Yeah, that's it. The white dude know how to make you feel sexier than the black dude knows how to make you feel, right? Yeah, that's it. Stop. Black women, nobody believes you. You don't even believe you. The first person to ever compliment my looks was a white man. Stop it, Uchechi. Nobody believes you. You could bring the white man right now, and we still wouldn't believe you. How much does she pay you, bro? Right? Nobody believes these lies, bro. So now we saying bare minimum because black men are doing for black women, but I guess we're doing at the bare minimum. First of all, like 70, what is it, 75, 76% of mothers work in America, Chrissy. You said bare minimum. Wait a minute, wait. Over 70%, something like 75, 76% of mothers work in America. Bare minimum, right? That's it. Bare minimum. That's what she says. Black men are doing the bare minimum. Half of Americans, that's half of American households earn less than $70,000 a year, but black men are doing the bare minimum. I said American households, not just black American households. But black men are doing the bare minimum. 60% of Americans can't afford $1,000 emergency, but black men are doing the bare minimum. Let's say that quote again. What did she say to DJ Cadillac? DJ Cadillac, if you want black women to choose better, they are probably not going to choose black men. The collective of them, right? Yeah. And who are you going to choose exactly? That's going to choose you back. Oh, and remember, we said traditional and pay all of the bills. I mean, all of them. Chrissy, are you just talking? Right? Thank you, Azriel. He said she meant to say first compliment that is worth acknowledging. Exactly. Because none of it count until the white man say it. And Uchechi's in New York. You trying to tell me the chubby chasing Jamaican cats wasn't hitting on her all the time? We got a nice contingent of Haitians in New York. You trying to tell me my fellow Haitians, they wasn't chasing after her all the time? They wasn't complimenting her? Her own Nigerians wasn't complimenting her? Stop. The first man to compliment my looks was a white man. I don't believe you. Nobody believes you. No one. Not even black women believe you. They might front. They don't even believe. No one believes you. You grew up in New York? I'm assuming Uchechi grew up in New York. But let's say you grew up in New York or the tri-state area, Connecticut, New York, or New Jersey, and you trying to tell me them Jamaicans and Haitians and Nigerians, we ain't even gonna mention the black Americans yet, wasn't hitting on you? Get out of here. Shout out to Charles Faulkner Jr. Black men are the garbage men of the dating world. Them Negroes wasn't hitting on you, Uchechi? Especially, you know, Jamaicans. I gotta throw y'all on the bus. The chubby chasing Jamaican cats. All right, yeah, that's it. You grew up in New York, and the chubby chasing Jamaican cats was a hitting on you. All right, yeah, that's it. Hmm. I'm in South Florida. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you think Black Americans are the garbage man in the dating world, sorry, my Jamaican brother, bruh. The Jamaican cats, and it's not just that they would pipe anything. It, the way they compliment women, I always look at my Jamaican brethren like, y'all good, y'all good, y'all good. You trying to tell me they wasn't trying to serenade you in New York? Stop it. That's how you know Black women be lying. Chrissy, all of y'all are lying, straight lying. Black men don't even like Black women. Which Black men? Which Black men? So let me get this right. Is it street harassment or Black men don't like Black women? Uh-oh. You can't have both. Black men cannot not like Black women and also be street harassing Black women. Choose one. And for every, at least Ostefko was right about that. For every Black woman phenotype that y'all tell me is not a preference, is not chose, I could show you an exact Black woman like her that got married within the decade. Screw it, within the past 5 years. Screw it, within the past year. Within the past month. Show me them. Heavy set, dark skin, I could show you one married to a Black man right now. Broad nose, could show you one married to a Black man right now. No ass, could show you one married to a Black man right now. Short haircut, could show you one married to a Black man right now. Stretch marks, could show you one married to a Black man right now. What are y'all talking about? Chrissy, what are you talking about? Black men don't even like Black women. What? What are you talking about? You know what y'all need to see? Y'all think that Black men are picky. What you need to see is what the white football players and the white basketball players are showing up with. Y'all want to talk about preference? Go look at what the white football players and basketball players are showing up with. Then go to Latin America and see what the football, well, it's football over there too. The soccer players are showing up with. Y'all want to talk about preference and Black, when Black men have money, look at what they choose. You want to see what other men choose when they have money? You want to see what other athletes choose when they, the rugby players, you want to see what they choose? You want to see preference? It ain't nothing but, especially if they get the money before they meet the woman. Oh man, it ain't nothing but size double zero, zero, ones and twos over there, threes over there, fours over there. Nobody passed no goddamn size six over there. None. Soccer players, white American football players, rugby, baseball, name it. And Detroit says, and thank you for the super chat. Oh, Mr. Z, I got name of black women that hates Black men. LOL, trust me, I know. Bruh, well, Detroit really got be having a list. You know all of them for real. But it's important that we say these things. The reason why Mr. Z covers these things is to protect our image. And shout out to Medium Man for that. It is to protect our image. Because Black women like Chris, they're really coming out the mouth. Black men don't like Black women. Imagine a Black woman born in America saying Black men don't like Black women. Imagine that. Or do you really mean, Chrissy, that Black men aren't kissing Black women's ass? That Black men aren't placating Black women? Is that what you really mean? Do you mean that black men actually treat black women? I don't know. Wait a minute. Wait. Like equals? Uh-oh. Like they're thinking human beings? Like, they actually have some type of brain, and when they say something, they mean it, and they being snarky and assholes on purpose because we actually think that black women know what they're doing? You mean that? So when you say black men don't like black women, do you mean that black men actually hold black women accountable? Unlike what the fuck Dr. Umar Johnson was trying to do? You mean that? Unlike what FD Signifier tried to do? When you say black men don't like black women, do you mean that, Chrissy? That that black men aren't like white racist society pretending like they actually support black women? You mean that? You mean blowing smoke up your ass like all these goddamn TV commercials? You mean that? So yeah, Detroit, I know that there are black women that hate black men. Dear black women, oh watch this. Wait a minute. It don't matter if you hate us or not. You don't got no choices. Ooh, goddamn. I'm happy that y'all are saying it more and more. Oh, well, if I can't be with this type of man, I'd rather be single. Look how the mighty have fallen. Y'all weren't saying that 5 and 6 years ago. All of us that were around 5, 6 years ago, 8 years ago, were they saying that 8 years ago? They weren't saying that 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. Oh no, they had all the options in the world. Oh, black men were super dusty. Now they just straight up coming out and saying, look, if I can't be with no baller, I'd rather be single. You gotta love it. Because if it wasn't for the black manosphere, y'all would have still been on what y'all were on 8 years ago. The only reason y'all are changing y'all tune just a little bit is because we done thrown so much data and game in the game. You don't got no choice. Now you gotta admit it. Look, it's about the baller dude that's gonna pay my way through life or nothing. Thank you, lady. At least y'all are saying it. Shout out to you, Chrissy. Shout out to you, Yanni. Shout out to you, Paris. Paris actually got the dude, right? Shout out to all of y'all subscribers that subscribe to their stuff. The ones of you that fight against Sarkis Ray when she like, are you sure y'all want that, ladies? Shout out to all of you for actually coming out and saying it, right? The Shira Sevens, shout out to y'all that's actually coming out and saying it. It's baller or bust. Haha, pun. But if let's be very clear, if it wasn't for the black manosphere, it would have always been black men are not on our level. Ebony K. Williams, Rebecca Lynn Pope are using a bunch of old ass, garbage ass language because that's not where black women, at least online, that's not where they at. Now they all know if he's not a baller, I don't want him. I'd rather be single. Fine. It's good to know that we move the needle to a conversation where we could be a little bit more honest. Look, it's not even really about your character flaw. You nigga, you just don't make enough. I want to live an extravagant life. I want a man to pay my way through life. I want to stunt on my light skinned cousin or my cute cousin that grandma treated better. And I can't do that with a regular dude. I wanna shit on the girl in high school that all the dudes was looking at. So when I bring you to the 20-year high school reunion, I could be like, this is my man, this is his black card, look at his beamer. Not a 5, not a 7, excuse me, not a 5, not a 3, but a 7. Or an X7. Ooh, or an X7M. Look at this Bentley Bentayga. This Porsche Cayenne Turbo S. Right? This 911 Turbo S. The Rolls Royce Wraith. Yes, stars in the ceiling. Shout out to Jason Black. You're not the only one that know about cars, brother. Right? The only difference is I don't like all them snobby ass cars. Them shits is not as great as you think they are, Jason. I'm just saying. Plus, I grew up in South Florida and I've seen them my entire life, and they really don't do it for me. And if you gave me like $100 million lottery ticket, I probably wouldn't buy none of them shits. Not even probably. I wouldn't buy any of them shit. Maybe buy one or two for my lady, but I don't care for them. Okay, back to the subject at hand. Look, right? So, I agree with you on this, Detroit. The hate that some of these black women feel in their heart. And I think there's one worse. They pretending to hate black men. I think the ones that are worse are the ones that maybe they did, maybe they got over it, and now they just selling the soap because they're getting good YouTube money. Oh, see, hey, bro, I'm saying that and look at Ed Sinnet. She's just selling pies to losers, bro. That's all it is. For some of these women, that's all it is. Yeah, put it this way: they might have their issues with black men, but they don't have this they don't have nearly as much angst as they're portraying online. That's what Mr. Z is saying. I'm not saying all of them. I'm not even saying most. What I'm saying is, it is, bro. This is as American as American Pie to sell black man hate. Selling black man hate. I mean, like, first of all, that's as old as American history, and that's as American as American Pie. Sell whatever group of people on the black boogeyman, and yes, black women are in on it too. Sell black man on the black boogeyman. That's as old as American Pie. Excuse me. That's as old as American history, and as American Pie. That's how that's going. Ed said, "Let them bounce." And I already told you, I use your rhetoric now too. Go, right? I'm with it too. It's the rhetoric for me. It's the lies for me. And I always bring back this Uchechi line because I remember hearing it. I remember being like, she's lying her ass off. And y'all up there pretending like y'all really believe her. I don't know which one is worse. The fact that y'all all clapping up like y'all really believe her, or the handful of y'all that actually might actually believe her. You really think a white man was the first one to compliment her looks? In New York? Are you crazy? Any Look, all of my friends online that's ever been to New York, y'all been to Brooklyn, y'all been to Bronx, y'all been to, to Long Island, y'all been to Queens, y'all been to Harlem. I've been all over. Y'all know Uchechi lying. You know she lying. The first one to ever compliment me about my looks is everyone the first to compliment me was a white man. You know she lying. And then what school did she go to? I think she said it one time, either Rutgers or Dartmouth. One of those. I don't know why I always confuse those two for each other, but either Rutgers or Dartmouth she went to. Bruh. And shout out to Azriel. The no, the first one she actually acknowledged worth a damn in her mind. But let's be very clear. There's no way in New York the first person to ever compliment Uchechi's look was a white man. There's no way. I don't believe it. I'm gonna straight up tell you. I'll say it to her face. I don't believe it. She could bring the white man. I'll be like, I don't believe it. How much she paid you? Brooklyn coasted. What's gonna be the talking point next year, bruh? That's really the question. I told you they out of ammo. They out of ammo. Brooklyn, if you never heard me say it, they out of ammo. They don't got nothing else. Black women don't have nothing else. This is a circular argument now. They don't have anything else. Look, we've had a good 5 decades of nuclear attack on black men's image from black women. They don't have nothing else. They spent their load, pun intended, and making a war reference. They spent their load. They don't got nothing else. They don't got nothing else in their chamber. Now they just manufacturing bullets out of sand. They don't got nothing else. They shot their Moab, mother of all bombs. They shot their father of all bombs. They shot their um what it was it precision nukes. They shot their ICBM, right? Intercontinental ballistic missile. Goddamn, there you go. Right, they shot all of them. They're gone. All the missiles in the subs, the land-based missiles, the ones they drop out of the air from planes. They shot all of the missiles are gone. The nukes are gone. They don't got nothing else. Now they're just talking. The Chrissies of the world are just talking. They have nothing left. That's why they're trying to move and adjust the goalposts. Now they talk about traditionalism because they have, and it was if it wasn't for the Black Manosphere, they would have continued. The rhetoric would have still been what it was in the '90s. If it wasn't for the Black Manosphere, they still would have been on some waiting to excel stuff until we start exposing. Wait a minute, you talking about the DL? Black women, you want to talk about DL? Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Who's the most same-sex loving group of people in America? Oops. Wait a minute. Black women. You want to talk about DV? Oh, wait. Let's look at. Oh, nope. It's pretty much bi-directional. And when you adjust for it, wait a minute. Women initiate most DV situations. Oh, you don't. That's out the window. And if you want to talk about DV and include the children, who's the one deleting the children? Oops. Right. You want to talk about secretly ending up with non-black people? Wait a minute. Based off of the dating divide, women of color respond first to white men, then to men of their own races. That includes black women. Uh-oh, that's out the window. All that old '90s rhetoric, that waiting to excel BS. If it wasn't for the Black Manosphere, they would have still been talking like the '90s, y'all. Entering these college campuses all over Hollywood, talking crap. Reality TV shows, social media, talking crap. It was black men and the Black Manosphere that changed that. That's why they're trying to adjust parameters and stuff like that. If it wasn't for that, they would have still been on the night. They shot all the nukes already. They don't got nothing else. They don't have anything else, bro. And KW Don says, and thank you for the super chat. No one is talking about affirmative action or student loans. I just said that last night. Was it last night or yesterday? I just said that. I just said the affirmative action thing. It's funny you say I just said that, right? And KW Don says no one is talking about affirmative action or student loans because they cannot blame black men. Maybe can blame Clarence Thomas. Oh, they already have. They already blamed Clarence, right? Clarence, but the Supreme Court is locked 6-3. They already blamed Clarence Thomas, right? They already did that. Yeah, that's then came and went, right? D Scott, D Scott said, if we chasing Keisha, maybe she'll lose weight. Maybe that's what we need to do, right? You see, Ezreal laugh too. Exactly, it's hysterical. Maybe that's what we need to do. Brooklyn said, I never thought it would get this bad. Man, it's just a bunch of bitter sisters on the internet trying to one up each other. I don't even know if it's that bad in real life. I think it's bad. Don't get it misconstrued. Mr. Z is not saying it's not bad out here in the real world. I'm saying on the internet, I think there's an incentive. I think the internet actually pushes anti-blackness. If we really want to get into it, I agree with FD Signifier to a certain extent about the algorithm, right? And I think there is. And remember when they did the little experiment on Google and they put in 3 black teens and then they put in 3 white teens, and then all the 3 black teen images that came up were like black teens in trouble. It was always some black teens getting arrested, but then when you put 3 white teens, it was always a smiling picture thing, right? We got to remember, like, the programmers are still human beings. So I think that it pushes this, right? I think the internet is exaggerating some of what's going on in the black community for real and around the world for real, right? Was it Facebook that got in trouble for helping to incite? Was it Myanmar massacre? What massacre was it in, like, one of those South Asian countries? And like Even the US government got on Facebook and like, yo, you helped to like promote this BS, right? So what I'm saying is if that's like a thing, then you got to know like the anti-blackness that's going on the internet. I'm not saying it doesn't reflect reality. I'm saying it's exaggerated, right? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's exaggerated. And I'm saying that black women are subject to this also. Now, I'm not giving any passes to them. I'm just explaining to y'all that they're also being manipulated by this stuff. Once again, that's not a pass and it's not an excuse. It is an explanation. But I'm also with Raj when I say you still got to be held accountable for what you believe in. I would like to direct that to the documentary Social Dilemma. That's why I keep I keep tabs on Tristan Harris because he's still in the know. He's still, rubbing elbows with all these tech dudes, all the STEM dudes, and he's in the know of all of this stuff that's going on. And the documentary Social Dilemma, which I think is still on YouTube, I suggest everybody watch it. And it shows you how like it's bro, these algorithms are built to be like drugs, especially for young people and especially for girls, right? And look what the Bunker TV said. Even Sneeko is alt right now, going full anti-black. Of course. And what study that I'm watching? It said like the Latino community is more apt to um to believe in fake news and like once again when we get into the definition of fake news, that's kind of sketchy. And I will admit my left brethren and sister and be exaggerating some of that fake news crap. I'll give y'all that. I agree, right? But even they said like, yo, like the Latino community is more likely than not to believe in fake news shit online, right? So like the internet and social media got everybody all type of messed up. Well, I'm cursing this morning. It's a Saturday morning. All type of fucked up, right? So that's something we got to be careful for, especially those of you parents, you uncles, you aunts that really care about your children and you care about your nieces and nephew. Them, y'all got to be careful with this. It's not just porn stuff you got to watch out for them with, right? It's this type of anti-black content, anti-black women content, anti-black male content, especially for your daughters, because it's something about the way they're programming this. It's hitting the boys hard. Don't get it twisted. But the boys is really on the porn stuff. All the social and poppy stuff, the women are eating that shit whole. The girls are eating that shit whole. And the thing about social media that's so addictive and that makes it so dangerous is that we all think we're above the programming. We all think we're above the programming, and yet we're being programmed, right? We all think we're above it. No, you're not, right? You ain't too smart. For real. So wrapping up. Let's start wrapping up. Um, I had to respond to this with Chrissy. She did an hour plus long live. Pretty much getting on black men again, saying we don't like black women. I don't know, bro. I don't. When black women start saying stuff like that, you just like, but where's the evidence of it? What, black men and black women josing each other on the internet, right? Which once again, I've always contended white society's pushing because they're really the ones beefing with each other right now. As per the repeal of affirmative action, which directly affects black women, and the repeal of Roe versus Wade, which again directly affects white women. If I said black women before, I meant white women, right? White men trying to get white women together. Black people are feeling the hurt because obviously when you're on the bottom, any little thing hurts you. But let's be very clear. White men and white women are not seeing eye to eye. That's why I laugh whenever black people are like, well, these other communities don't talk about their women like that. Who? White men are out here flaming white women. Flaming white women. We don't be calling black women whales like that. White women be calling white women whales, y'all. Y'all don't want to hear, man. Yo, your former president Donald Trump was flaming Rosie O'Donnell. Y'all remember? He still was flaming her when he was running for president. And that was a presidential candidate that became president. Anubis, thank you for the cash app. Thank you for the cash app, brother. Y'all better stop, man. All right. Y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know. I live here in South Florida. These Latino dudes, you filing for divorce on their ass? All right. Highly a divorce, you better look up what that really means. You think you just gonna leave him and take half? All right. Maybe. Maybe. Y'all just don't know. That's what. Once you start saying stuff like that, black men don't like black women. You just don't know which. You have the unmitigated gall to talk about black men don't like black women in America. Then you got to show me who does and what it looked like. And here's this: if you really want to box black women in, here's a good question: what does liking black women look like? What does loving black women look like to you? And watch them come up with all type of excuses of letting black women slide with all type of fuckery. That's what it looked like. Not holding them accountable for shit. That's what it looked like. Blaming black men for everything. That's what it looked like. With a dash of white supremacy, but really blaming black men for everything. Fuck out of here. Black men don't like black women. Yeah, that's it. No, black men ain't kissing black women's ass all the time outside the bedroom. That's your problem, Chrissy. That's what it really is. All right. Man, that comment right there is the one that got. I was like, what? Wait, what? Oh yeah, I forgot I didn't mention this. When she said, "You want me to lie to lie about it?" She's talking about colorism. Most you niggas don't want black women, right? And she's saying we want her to lie to black women about colorism. No, go ahead and continue to inform them about how you feel that black men feel about colorism, and let's see them go and try to end up with the white dude. Okay, you're air quotes informing them to what end? Fine. Black men are all colorists on the level of Nazis, and you're informing black women of that the majority of black men are colorists on the level of Nazis, and we worship at the altar of lighter skinned black women that pass the brown paper bag test. And yeah, okay, cool. You're informing them of that, and then they're going out here to expand their options and getting their heads scalped by non-black men. But you ain't talking about that part though, are you? Uh-oh. Because black men are colorists on the level of neo-Nazis, and white and Latino men are uh-oh, crickets. If black men are colorists, then what the hell are Asian and Latino men? This should be good. If black men are colorists, what in the entire hell are Asian and Latino men? Latino men and Asian men, what are they? Oh, this is going to be good. You're just talking, Chrissy. You're just talking, Chrissy. I'm not even mentioning South Asian men. You ain't seen shit yet about colorism until you met a South Asian man. You're just talking. And it's not even that you're dumb. Chrissy's not dumb. She's not. She's a propagandist. She's worse than dumb. She's a liar and a propagandist. That's worse than dumb because it means you know what you're doing, you know how what you're saying might be flawed, it's flawed, and you're gonna say it anyway. You're gonna push the message anyway. You're gonna try to sell the soap anyway, no matter how wrong you know it is, no matter how inaccurate you know it is, no matter how many women, black women, you know you're gonna leave out in the lurch. Bunker TV said, "Fine, I'll be a Nazi. I'm goose stepping right past these whole 304s." Uh, for those of you that don't know what goose stepping is, go watch a video of any fascist country. Shit, not even just fascist. Any, I don't know. The Chinese are still doing that. I don't know. That'd be weird. But when they're looking to the side and they're like marching, like that march that they do, that's goose stepping, right? But if you ever look at any video of the Nazis or the Italians under Mussolini, the current Chinese, the Korean, North Korean military, you'll see them like marching, like perfect order, perfectly synchronized, and like that's the goose stepping that we're talking about, right? But yeah, so that was the one that got me. But yeah, yeah, we don't like black women, right? We don't want Chrissy to talk about colorism. Yawn. That's all you always bring it back to colorism, Chrissy. We understand that's your channel, but you always bring it back to colorism when it don't got nothing to do with no colorism. Kiki Palmer is with a light skinned mixed black dude. Where do dark skinned black men fit in this? Where are they in this conversation? What do they got to do with any of this? Right? You just talking. And I'm glad that they're saying it more and more. I would rather be single. If you ain't no baller, I would rather be single. Now make sure you tell your family members that, so your family members can shut the fuck up every time they meet one of us and say, "Oh, I got this niece." No, no, Miss Robertson, we don't want to date your niece. No, Miss Johnson, we don't want to date your niece. We don't want to date your daughter. She's an asshole. There's a reason why she's 30 something and single as shit. You didn't see her date white dudes, Latino dudes, black dudes. She's still single because she's an asshole. Right? You're mean, snarky, condescending. See, you should have watched what she was saying around your daughter when she was younger. Half the reason why she is that way is because you're her mom and you're her aunt. You was talking crap about the men of your generation in front of her, and you helped to make her the way she is. Now you over here copping please because she's 39, she's 40, she's 42, she's 45, and she don't got no man. She don't even got no damn oops babies. She don't even got no kids. You helped to make your daughters and your nieces that way. Now they're insufferable. No man, not just black men, no man want to be around them. And now you cop and please and trying to get them hitched with somebody. Hell no. Yo, mean ass daughters. Dear Dr. Umar Johnson, we ain't going. Nice lecture to them boys, them young men. Sorry, young men, them young men off of Daily Wrap Up crew. We ain't going. Your daughters are Chrissy. Your daughters are Yanni. Your daughters are Paris. Your daughters are Cynthia G. Your daughters are, well, maybe not your daughters. I was gonna say Crystal and Karazin, too old. Your daughters are Kim Foster. Your daughters are Uchechi. Are you crazy? Hell no. Hell no. Shout out to our last time I checked, Uchechi was engaged. She should be married by now, but that was years and years ago. And shout out to Kim Foster's dude. But we ain't going. Brother, if it don't work out between you and her, I don't know what the hell she gonna do because the rest of us ain't going. Kim Foster is your daughter's, and you wonder why she's single. All right, as a Harvard grad. Oh, Booker TV, I'm not even getting into the Hood Sisters yet. I'm not talking about the Hood Sisters. Your daughters are Ebony K. Williams. You wonder why she's single. Then you see the smug on her face before she even talk. Before she even talks, you see the smug on her face. Then she talks. And you're like, oh, she's cute, but nope. And she on the, by the way, she's on the same thing Yanni and Chrissy on. Baller or nothing. Well, everybody always, I'm going to end out on this because I've said this before and somebody else said this in my comments also. Everybody calls God's bluff or the universe's bluff. It's this or nothing. If I can't have this, I don't want. What about when it's nothing? What about if God said, all right, I was going to give you this and you were going to like it, but you told me it's this other thing or nothing. Okay. Now what? We got to be careful with that calling. If I know some of us are atheists or agnostic or whatever, so that's why I say the universe or God or whatever you believe in or don't believe in. But you got to be careful when you call the universe or God's bluff. If I can't have this, then I don't want nothing. All right. All these women have pretty much said the same thing. Where are they now? Exactly, Eric. Exactly. I bet God. Exactly. Lenora, thank you. Exactly. All right, bet. I bet. Exactly. What about when God says I bet? Because you know how this go, right? Whatever you said you ain't gonna settle for, the universe says, watch this. Because you're not gonna beat the universe. You're not gonna beat God. So it breaks you and then give you what it was gonna give you anyway. And then you're happy for it. Right? Oh, you ain't gonna take it now? Okay, watch this. The funny thing about all of this is it's gonna be watching these women cop please on the other end of the I'm not doing it. Okay. Shout out to Crystal and Karazin. On the other side of I ain't doing it, on the other side of black men are trash, on the other side of black men are largely not on my level, on the other side of that, of your starvation, and I don't mean literally you starving, but of your desperation and your loneliness and your sadness, on the other side of that, when you're with the same type of black man you said you wasn't gonna be with, and that would have been okay if you didn't say it on social media loud as hell. Right? When you tell us, oh, I ain't going to no Chili's, I ain't did that, and then we catch pictures of you at Chili's, right? On the, I ain't settling, I'm not doing no 50-50, and then we catch you in a, maybe not 50-50, but 60-40 relationship. Now what? And the thing that's going to be the funniest is that y'all was saying this out loud, loud as hell on social media. So you don't even get to hide, and only a handful of your friends know you used to talk about that. and they throw it in your face every once in a while. No, y'all on the internet with your real names saying this sometimes. And you saying it in your 20s. You have a whole life ahead of you for life to show you what it really is. All right. Right. So on that note, everybody, let me hurry up and close out. Okay. Love, peace, and chicken grease. It's been 2 hours to respond to Chrissy, and she didn't even spend that long making her video. But look, Chrissy, you just another bitter, broken sister. You just broken. Like I truly, you're just broken. A lot of what you're doing is just talking, but no, it's broken also, and that's all it is. And I pray for you. I mean, like whoever you end up with, whether it's a black man or a non-black man, but the non-black man thing don't seem to be working for you either. Have you ever thought it might be you, Chrissy? Have you ever considered it? I'm not trying to be funny. No, like remove the funny. Not trying to be snarky or sarcastic. Seriously, as a you need to reconcile whatever happened to you in your youth with your skin tone, with growing up in poverty and the struggle in the inner city. Now you feel like you've arrived. Them white dudes clearly ain't taking you seriously, and you're too much of an a-hole and a snarky, mean person for the black dudes. You got to work on you, Chrissy. Whether it's your weight, whether it's your wardrobe, whatever it is, clearly your attitude. Unless you're lying about all of this and you live in a great life and you're already married to somebody and all of this is just to act, it's possible. You never know. You never know. We don't know who these people are. But if this is not all an act, you got to work on you. Because clearly it's not work. You don't even got the white man or the Latino man. You said one of the dudes you was dating was a drunk. So even the well-to-do dudes is not all there for you. It's you. And I'll pause right there, truly. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Love, peace, and chicken grease, right? And yeah, everybody, Mr. Z out. Y'all have a great rest of y'all. Y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content, for the love of God, so y'all don't start saying stuff like what Chrissy is saying. Black men just don't like black women. Y'all never heard me say. I actually said the opposite. I told y'all black women love black men. Their love is shitty though. Black women truly love black men. Most black women love black men. They just want power. They still want to run the black community, right? I never told y'all black women don't love black men. Most black women love black men. They're just shitty at showing it, and they still want to run this, right? But Chrissy came out her mouth and said black men don't look like black women. Ain't no evidence of that. She's just talking, right? Black women love just come with condescending, belittling, insulting your manhood, babying you, thinking you're a dumbass. Right? Zulu said no, they don't. No, they do. We'll talk about it on Monday, Zulu. I'm trying to open a panel on Monday, right? Because today is gonna be crazy, and so is tomorrow, right? He said no, they don't. No, black women love black men. Black women love black men. It's just shitty. It's abusive. It's toxic. Let me use all they words, right? But on that note, let's truly end out. Y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Mr. Z will pause right here, and y'all have a great, great, great rest of y'all day. All right, everybody. I'm muting myself half the way out. Mr. Z out. All right, everyone.